So we're just going to take a little fresh basil and a little fresh oregano. Then we're going to take some fresh thyme. And we're just going to chop this up very fine. And we're just going to take one garlic clove. We are going to dice this very finely. We're not going to use a garlic press. We're not going to chop it rough. We are going to do a very fine chop. Okay, so here we have that very finely chopped. Okay, so we're going to put the pizza stone in the bottom oven and we're going to turn it out to 550 degrees. The thickness of the stone is important. The stone I'm using is a 1/4 inch thick. You don't want to go too thick because it just doesn't generate the right heat for this pizza because we're only going to be on here 10 to 15, 20 minutes tops. Okay, so we are going to use a San Marzano tomato. Now, when you're making a pizza like this, we're not cooking these tomatoes. The tomato is going to cook on the pie. So I've tried every kind of tomato you can try, and it really is true. The San Marzano is what you want. Now, when you're buying a San Marzano tomato, you have to make sure that you see these two labels. This is a 28 ounce can. You're going to get 2 batches for a pizza out of it. Cheapest you're going to get them for is like $4. Don't pay more than like $5. So $4 and $5 for a can of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make both batches. Now the San Marzano tomato, it's a style of plum tomato, shaped a little differently. They're very soft. It comes from a region in Italy between Naples and Salerno. So we're simply going to crush these by hand. So now these are crushed by hand. So we're going to just add a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh ground black pepper, a little pinch of fresh oregano, a pinch of fresh thyme, and finely diced garlic. Just add a little bit of olive oil. Now we're just going to whisk this up. Okay, so as far as the dough goes, what you're going to do is you're going to find your favorite local pizza place that you go to. Not a chain, just a local guy that you happen to like. And you're going to go there the day that you're making the pie or the day before, and you're going to tell them, I'd like a large pizza dough. So this was made yesterday. If it was made today, it would be too poofed up. So you want it to basically settle back down. We're going to put this on a floured stone. Very important that it comes directly out of the refrigerator. This type of pizza, we do not want this thing rising on us. So you want to form it and put it on the hot stone. So we'll put a little bit of flour down and we're just going to start forming it. So you're just going to press downward. It's going to come to you in that circular form anyway. So you're just going to just keep pushing on it. Very simple process. Starting to form. Again, we're looking for this a 16-inch round pie, and we want it to be pretty much as thick all the way through. So just kind of maneuver it around. Now it's really starting to form the way we want it. Okay, so we have it right about the size that we need it. Again, we're just trying to even it out and get it to fit that stone as best we can. Remember, it's a 16-inch round, so we're closer. It's going to be a little short of it, but that's okay. It's been in here about 30 minutes, so it is hot, and that's what we want. This stone is going to come out, and we're going to lay the stone here. Now, this stone is piping hot, so all you're going to do is carefully drop it on. And you just don't want to touch the stone, but you can just get this spread out. Now, again, it's so hot, it's already begun baking. And that's what you want, this dough to bake. So we want a freshly grated mozzarella cheese, about a cup. Again, the quality of the cheese is what it's all about. You don't, when you feel it, you want it to be nice and soft. You don't want it to have that little plastic feel. We'll also add a little bit of Pecorino Romano Lucatelli brand. And we're going to just do a little rough chop of a little fresh basil. And now we're going to just take the sauce that we made, put it on, just ladle it around. It's cooking now, and the sauce is actually starting to cook. But remember, we start with 550 in the oven to just get the stone as hot as possible. As soon as we take the stone out, that's when we turn the oven back down to 400. So now we're going to add a drizzle of olive oil for some flavor. And we're going to pop this pie into the oven before we put the mozzarella on it. We're going to check this. This has only been in the oven 6 minutes, so we're going to check the crust, and it's already looking the way we want it. So we're going to add our shredded mozzarella. Keep in mind, it's still cooking, so this crust is really going to where we want it to be, and it's 6 minutes in the oven with the 5 minutes of prep time maybe while it was sitting on the stone. The bottom is really looking nice now. We're just going to evenly spread this. Again, we don't, not too much, around a cup, a little less. Okay, so we'll just add a little bit more olive oil, just a drizzle. Now we're just going back in the oven again at 400 degrees, just till we get the cheese the way we want it. So what we have here is enough for 3 pizzas. And we're just going to freeze this, and it's already done. So all you're going to do is take it out and thaw it. You keep this in your freezer for 6 months, and it'll be just as good. So this is looking to me like it's about perfect. So we're going to just check the underside, see how we're looking. Oh, this is perfect. So now we're going to pull this out. And we're just going to add a little bit of fresh basil. So here you have the best dough that I could find around for my favorite pizza place, rather than me have to go and make the dough. The best mozzarella I can find, the San Marzano tomatoes. Everything's fresh, and everything will be delicious. And there you have it.